a very simple process of getting shipments custom cleared in Dubai. You have to make sure that the documents that you have are correct. The document that required is a commercial invoice, and a pro forma invoice will not do. You need to have a packing list. And earlier we used to have a certificate of origin, which used to mention the country of origin of goods. But now, if you have the certificate of origin of the country of origin of goods mentioned on the commercial invoice, you can actually declare it as not required in the documents and clear the shipment with declaring the country of origin. Now the situation is that Dubai Customs has started using a system which is called the EMERSAL system, which has been going on for quite some time. You need somebody who's able to get the details incorporated into the system, and that is sent electronically to customs, on the basis of which customs processes that declaration and provides it. Now, if you are a substantially large user, it might actually make sense for you to actually have your own customs brokerage license, where clients can have their own license and clear shipments by filing them directly yourselves. The beauty of the thing is that Dubai Customs actually provides training on that as well, so your staff will be well trained and be able to ensure that your shipments are cleared in the right manner. When the goods have been imported into the UAE, you should have cleared it on a declaration called import for re-export basis. Only once it is cleared on a declaration on import for re-export basis can you apply for a refund from the customs. Now the refund is applicable when the goods are shipped out to anywhere else in the world except in the GCC, which is taken as the same customs union. So the process is very, very simple. Again, when you're when you're exporting the goods out, you get a custom inspection done. The custom inspector verifies that the goods that have come in have been shipped out, and the process is quite seamless, and you get your refund back within a month. You get the money back into your account. Well, what happens is if you actually let your supplier book the freight for you, or you booking it online with a freight forwarder, they might give you a freight rate where it is up to the port, and then they levy additional surcharges, which could be things like BAF, CAF, Warris surcharge, you name it, which makes the product very expensive to move in. If you are deciding to do it online, the best option is to ensure that the freight forwarder's responsibility is to include the local handling charges over here in Dubai. Otherwise, it turns out to be, they can add additional charges which will not be in the initial contract. If it is a port to door basis, it actually makes sense. If you find it more cost effective, do it that way. In my opinion, a local company is actually more a part of the client's business. They are more, can give you a more personalized service. I like to cite an example of what happened with us a couple of years back. There was a company which was established in Jebel Ali Free Zone. They had been there since 2007, and we started doing their shipments from 2011 onwards. So 2015, they decided to close down the company and move back to the US. They asked us to get a clearance from the customs, as is a requirement for closing down companies in Jebel Ali Free Zone, that there are no goods in the country. We looked at the file that they had with the customs and found that they had shipments worth 60 million dirhams, around 160 shipments, which was supposed to be still in the free zone. Now that was not there because they were dealing in cars, and they did not have any cars at all in the free zone. What had happened was the client had entrusted the clearance to a multinational company, but what they had forgotten to do was close the bill of entry with the customs. We were tasked with the thing of closing down all those shipments. Customs was very cooperative. They helped us, ensuring that we could help them close it down, and we managed to, took us more than a year to get all the documents across and get it cleared. There was still something like 4 or 5 shipments where they did not have to do it, so they ended up still paying a fine of 10,000 dirhams for not being able to get those documents in. Imagine if they had not done it, the fines that were applicable for 60 million dirhams, it would be 5% custom duty and 10% fine, which would amount to around 9 million dirhams. So it is very imperative the forwarder that you use over here to file your declarations has a local know-how.